You all may remember a video that I did last week about this woman, Miss Calhoun. She's a high school teacher in Brevard County, Florida, who just got fired from her job. Excuse me, they're not renewing her contract. Because of her behavior in the school, this terrible behavior that's getting her let go from her job, she called a student by their preferred name, the name they want to go by. You see, in the state of Florida, if a student wants to go by anything, even a nickname, aside from their birth certificate, a parent has to sign a form and say, that's okay by me. That student's parents didn't sign that form. That student's parents found out they were being called by another name and demanded the school fire her, and they are. Now, I bring all this back up for a very specific reason, and excuse my language, because this is part of what I'd like to call a great example of having fucked up priorities. You see, January of this year, police in Cocoa Beach, which is part of Brevard County, Florida, responded to a house party with underage attendees. Upon arrival, officers discovered over 100 juveniles at the scene, many wearing matching t-shirts and consuming alcohol, which was allegedly made readily available in coolers throughout the property. While police investigated the party, a juvenile was found on the front lawn suffering from an alcohol-related medical emergency, and they had to call paramedics. The house where this was happening belonged to an elementary school principal. She was in attendance, as was a teacher from the elementary school. Her children, who were teenagers, were having this party, and she knew about it and was there, participating. In fact, the teacher in question, Miss Carly Anderson here, this is what they posted at the elementary school when she got hired, allegedly approached officers very intoxicated and said that she had been in attendance at the party. So they're both being investigated for child endangerment, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, all of that in Brevard County, Florida. So obviously that principal and this teacher, they're fired, right? They've had their credentials removed. They can't teach in the state anymore, right? No, that teacher was reassigned and is now teaching at another elementary school. An elementary school that has a high count of minority and immigrant children. She's teaching there. She's still teaching. She's welcomed to continue being a teacher. I understand innocent until proven guilty. But if nothing else, the school knows that she was in attendance at a party where she was consuming alcohol and underage kids were consuming alcohol and it was available to them. And that's not enough to keep her from having her job. But it looks like this woman is no longer welcome to teach in the state of Florida at all for simply calling a student by the name they wanted to be called. I'll go ahead and put this back out there. You can go to change.org, and there's a petition set up for Miss Calhoun trying to get her reinstated. And as for the school district in Brevard County, Florida, your hypocrisy is showing.